Hi everyone, I have a few words to say.
About what, Aaron?
Great question. A word or two about the canceling of everything. I think there are a few important things that need to be addressed here. And I'm going to try and do it in a lighthearted manner because frankly, if we don't laugh about some of these things, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay folks, if you don't like what I'm about to say, you go right ahead and cancel me, get me out of your newsfeed, do whatever it takes to get rid of my voice. First of all, who is to decide what is right and what is wrong? I mean, isn't that a basic question we should all be asking? A lot of people just assume that there's a right and wrong without really knowing what the basis is for it. Politicians don't get to decide what the difference between right and wrong is. Media companies don't get to decide. Hollywood doesn't get to decide. And our culture doesn't get to decide. No, 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 no. This is far bigger than any of us. God gets to decide. Why? He created the world and the universe and everything in it. So it's not up for me and you to decide. It's him. So, if you have no foundation for how you decide what is right and what is wrong, then you need to find one. Because your idea of right and someone else's idea of right might conflict. And then when you fight, nobody wins. Say it with me now. Moral absolutes exist. Well done. Again, I'm mixing facetiousness with truth and reality because people tend to get really angry if it's just truth. I wish I was kidding. Secondly, this idea of canceling everything in our history that was bad is a bad idea. Everybody knows, everybody learned that history is what prevents us from making the same mistakes. So if we use some deductive reasoning here, if we remove our history, don't you think we'll be making the same mistakes over and over and over again? Tell the truth of history, let it speak for itself, learn from it, don't make the same mistakes, but for crying out loud, don't cancel it! Oh, that's not pretty. Can't do that. You cannot do that. America has arguably the greatest constitution ever created, but guess what? America is filled with flawed human beings, just like everywhere else in the world. Perfect record? No, not by a long shot. But that's why we need our constitution, that's why we need our history. And lastly, all the most recent cancellations with toys and books and people even, Gina Carano, shout out girl, feel for you. Here's the deal, folks. Life can be offensive. People can hurt your feelings. People can say things you disagree with, and that's okay. Differences make the world go round, world go round, world go round. This notion of silencing everyone and everything that disagrees with you, very dangerous precedent. Guess what? I got made fun of in the first grade for having big ears. Did I want that kid removed from school, shipped off to another country, maybe sent off to the moon? I guess I did. Of course not. I toughened up, grew into my ears, and became a better person for it. We're bound to disagree with each other. But the beauty of living in a free country like America is that you all are allowed to express said beliefs, supposedly, in the past, without fear of repercussion. Unless you're calling for violence, death, etc., which I feel like should go without saying, but nowadays it doesn't. Nobody is immune to getting their feelings hurt, something rubbing you the wrong way. We all experience that. But we become stronger by enduring these things, by looking at everybody else's opinion and looking critically and analytically and logically, rather than just saying, no, 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 don't say that, I don't like it or agree with it. I mean, I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. Right? I mean, I'm sure there's people on both sides of the aisle that think things are getting way out of hand. Way out of hand. The truth of the matter is, whether you realize it or not, we need the Lord. He is the only one who can change hearts and minds. Sadly, our country, by and large, has abandoned God to pursue what they want to pursue. Free of guilt, free of any responsibility, free of consequences. And we're seeing the ugly results of that. But there's hope, great hope. Thanks to Jesus Christ. He came to save the world, to rescue us from this nightmare that we're living. And if you don't know him, you can know him, because he's made himself accessible to all. Hang in there, everyone. Stand strong, laugh a little, and pray a lot. Lord Jesus, please come quickly.